everyone, welcome back to my craft desk. So I've had a lovely weekend with my niece coming over. My niece is very crafty and she enjoys making a mess and doing all sorts of things. I've just been tidying up my craft room after she's gone home and I am covered in red ink. So I do apologise about my hands, but this is what Millie is left to me with. Yesterday afternoon, after doing a Whatnot show, we decided we were going to go to our local scrap store. So scrap store is where businesses donate all of their sort of spare packaging or materials they have no use for that can be used in a crafty context. Sorry about the squeaky chair, I've just realised I'm on the wrong chair. And this is what I got. What you need to do normally is have a basket or a bag and fill it for a set price. So we started strong with this. This is a big pile of grey board and grey board / mount board, whatever you want to call it. Ideal for my journal covers. Then this is mount board. Again, will be chopped up and used as journal covers. These are obviously waste from a picture framing company. That's probably from a company that makes notebooks or stationery. But those are the two first items that we found. So we got a good wedge of each. And then we got some notebooks. They are surplus from Northern Ireland Assembly. There we go. Educational service. That's what's embossed in the front. But what I will do is I'll use the lined paper when I make my travellers journals or things like that. I might fold them and put them as signatures in other journals. And then the covers are quite good as well. So although they're embossed, what I will do is cover the cover. So we've got two of those as well. Quite like the fact it's got a little pen holder and a little elastic part. So if I could cover it and make that usable still, that would be great. My niece got one and she's covered it. That's what we were crafting last night doing, is covering those. So she picked one of those up as well. And I picked up these two. They are just little ring binders, but I'm thinking they could be fun to play around with various items. I'm thinking I might use them. I like the little clasp enclosure as well. And do something with this next product, which is index cards. So they're designed to go in like a Rolodex sort of address system, but they're quite fun to play with. So I was thinking that maybe I could cut them down and make them pages within the album and then decorate them and sort of make them a mixed media project. Watch this space. So I've got two of those and these. I mean, there were loads of everything there. It's just a case of A, not being too greedy and B, how much do you realistically have in storage. The next I got was this. So this is a huge, big sheet of sort of like, I don't know how to explain to you, it's like a cotton fabric, but it's like a paper, so it's rippable. Let me rip the corner and show you. This will be fun to play with, I believe, with inks and mixed media, because it's quite substantial. But it's a nice white plain canvas, so I've got a big wedge of that, so I'm looking forward to playing with that. What else did we get? I got most of the things this time out of the scrap area. There are bits where you can buy items as well, but I did get a few, but not much. Last time I got lots from the buy bit and not very much from the scrap. So I just got some envelopes. I've started to collect envelopes with funky insides, and the security bits on the insides. And I think I'm going to make an envelope album with the envelopes the wrong way around because I like all the textures. Then there are always odds and ends of scrap resources and stuff. Oh, actually, let's do these first. Do not bend. Paper envelopes, always useful to have. Even if the back, you just take the back out and use the grey board for your album covers. Got myself some of those. And I've got some normal envelopes as well. I say normal. Big red and big yellow envelope. So there's another yellow one there. What else did we get? Any more envelopes? No, but I did find this. Little petty cash strips, which again, I think will be quite interesting as a piece of interest within a junk journal. There's always sort of craft bits, whether people get craft nations or what, I'm not sure, that are included in the scrap part. This first one is a book. It's music. I'm going to probably cut it up and make tags out of it and use them as background pieces. You can never go wrong with a bit of music paper. And then these, I picked this up because it says 1940. I didn't really flick through it, I just threw it in my basket. So I'll flick through together. Oh wow, okay. So we've got these with the writing on. And some music. And some vellum with that on. Wow, look at these. Look at these. It's all about, that's onto a vellum as well. Wow. I mean, there are bits missing, but I'm not angry about this at all. They all coordinate as well, so it's got all the war, dig for victory. I think somebody's printed these and put them onto this shiny paper, but they look beautiful. There's multiples of them. And the evacuations, and the identity cards. How cool is this? I've got a friend who's really into her war stuff, so I might share this with her. But how cool is that? 1940s. I'm so glad I picked that up. I picked that up and I hadn't flicked through it. So I just saw that front cover. That is really cool. It does look like it's somebody's printables, but I'm more than happy to play with printables. And then I picked up these random sheets just because they were sat there and they were cool. Sort of like grungier paper. And I picked this up from the crafty bit. It says washables, colour, then use as backgrounds. And it was the vintage travel part that got me. So what I think they might be are pre-embossed background sheets. Wow. These are cool. And then what you would do is wipe off the, here we go. Print on, stamp away, card, washables ideal for use for your water or alcohol inks, pen sprays. To applying colour, the black design shows through, giving your papers the colour match how you want it. Okay, so the ink is designed to stand through the thing. Some of these have been used, but again, look at that one to play with. Lots of fun pages to play with here. Again, really glad I picked this up because I read the front cover and thought, oh, I wonder what that is. Look at that. Very Alice in Wonderland, that one. And that one. Sort of hippie trippy. Imagine the ink effect. Oh, stamps. Flowers. Oh, there's loads in here. And it keeps on going. Keeps on going. That's more than 18 sheets. That's obviously more than one pack. Maybe it's a floral pack as well. Because there's leaves. And there's all sorts. So who makes stamps away? Oh, it's Creative Expressions. It's an old Creative Expressions product. I've never seen paper that's designed like that. I've seen them where it's been raised, like embossed raised, and I thought that's what it would be. But no, apparently the black ink just is designed to stick through. So that is cool. What else did we get? Oh, just some, again, just some lined paper. This is question number, very much, it's exam paper, isn't it? It's exam paper writing paper. Always useful to have some lining paper. Then I went round to the bit where they have all the fabric and the haberdashery. And this again is all included in the scrap area. I got some of this pink elastic. I'm going to try and dye it and try and grunge it up. I bought some lace off of a seller on Whatnot called Natasha. And I'm going to dye the lace, so I'm going to try and throw this in at the same time. Then I just bought some scraps of material because that's how I roll. They're just squares. Cats, this is what got me started. Cats and more cats. And then some paisley. All of these squares are all of the same sort of pattern. They've got this little sort of mouse bunny character on it. Some more paisley. And some more of this here. I very much think I've got this. I think I got some of this last time I went there. If it's not that, it's very similar. Just some plain cotton that's always useful to have for stamping on. And then these, which I thought were really cool. The animal squares. So they're sort of jungle animal squares. Somebody was doing a safari sort of themed piece. Oh, it's got the remnant strip on it. Safari for fabric for freedom, something fabric. But yeah, you've got all these animals on them. which is really cool. And I put this up as well. Again, with the intent of it making a really cool, I think it'll make a really, really cool journal cover. It sounds really silly. Some sort of vintage floral. I don't know what it is. It's a net, so I'll have to go over something else. But I just like the textures, and I like the dusky pink colour. And then last but not least, in the fabric, I saw this, and I love a good retro floral. And I just saw the corner of it, and I was like, okay. And then I opened it up and had a proper look, and it is some sort of Seychelles tea towel maybe, or bedding or something. But I'm thinking, if you did the design and covered up the Seychelles, or cut it in a way, and there's quite a lot of it here. So that's very retro, very floral, but I really, really love it. So I'm going to have to come up with something cool to do with that as well. And that was all of the stuff I got in the scrap bin. All of that altogether cost me £3. That's why you need to find your scrap store. It's hit and miss. You don't know where you're going to go, but you need to find your local scrap stores. I then did buy a couple of items in the paid resources. First one I bought were 2 pots of clear embossing powder, because I am always running out of clear embossing powder. Wow, I've used it before. This one I haven't, but clear embossing powder is clear embossing powder. And they were £1 each. And then this was probably the most expensive thing I've ever bought in a scrap store, but I really loved it. I fell in love with the butterfly detail. Let me show you. And I was thinking she'd look really nice repetitively stamped as a fabric print. So let me... And there she is. She's been used, but she's in really good condition. And I think she will become a fabric print. So that is everything that I have bought at the scrap store. Do you have a local scrap store to you? If you do, where is it and have you been there? And what's the best bargain you've ever got from a scrap store? I hope to see you all soon. Thanks, bye.